Like and subscribe right now, or you're going to have terrible luck for the next week.
The jungle screams of survival by any means. In fact, the underdogs are taking revenge on the captors that have held them down for way too long. The battle is fierce, and there are no rules. Stay tuned as I take you through the 50 extreme wild animal fights. Alligator vs. Python. The muddy waters of the Florida swamp have experienced a fair share of bloodbaths, even from unexpected places. You didn't expect a fight as bewildering as this one. In this clip, we see a territorial python take on a beady-eyed alligator with one flick of his tongue. If only these creatures had the opportunity to speak, we would have known what was going on through their minds as they took each other on. Who provoked who? Did they bear this grudge for so long and wanted to settle it once and for all? Whatever is the case, we give our verdict on the combat. The alligator seemed to control the fight initially, but he dashed off after he was sure he would be overpowered. He probably went home to think about a perfect comeback. Mongoose vs. Cobra. So this venomous cobra was having her time with a prey it just caught when this mongoose tried to play the role of an angel. It thought to rescue the animal in danger, but the cobra didn't find the nerve funny. It leaves me wondering how compassionate animals are that they can go to any length to protect the weak. Just so you know, mongoose prey on snakes, especially cobras, but in this scenario, something different played out. The animal you thought would win lost, but the mongoose would certainly live to fight another day. It was heartwarming for the squirrel to watch and see how her lover defended her. Next time there's a clash, it's easy to guess who the next winner will be. Baboon vs. Crocodile. No mother would sit and watch her baby in danger and do nothing. They even go as far as risking their lives for the safety of their children. Animals do it even better. In this fight, a baboon tries to rescue her baby from a bloodthirsty crocodile. These sea creatures are unapologetic when it comes to hunting their prey. They got the wrong one this time. The baboon quickly dashed off to save her child, and guess what? She won over the crocodile, but it wasn't a smooth victory. She lost her baby in the battle. The watering hole became filled with blood-soaked tears and regrets. Cat vs. cat. Who would have thought that outfoxing cats were for the birds? This clip shows how a clever crow managed to pull a fast one on two feline creatures. It convinced them not to eat him, but to fight each other instead. Who does that? Only the bird, of course. Anyone who's been roped into a fight or argument with a friend can relate to this one. One random stranger tells you lies about your friend and does the same to the other party. The next time there's a meeting, the information leads into an argument or a fight, and the person watches from a distance. Well, the crow is a crowd pleaser here, and you don't need to purchase tickets to watch how everything planned out because it happened right at the rooftop. Sloth vs. Eagle. After seeing this video, you'll probably have another perspective on the idea of moving like a sloth. We see a sloth moving like a boss, unlike what we thought of them. I hope they forgive us for having a faulty misconception of their style. As it moves past the harpy eagle, it knocks it out with ease. Such audacity! The eagle is as shocked when the assailant's claws brush against his chest, but he dares not protest for fear of repercussions. The next time you see this creature, give them space because they have proven that slow and steady remains the deadliest combination in the animal kingdom. Iguana vs. multiple snakes. This sounds like one of those popular ambushes during World War I. Why would dozens of snakes go after one seemingly innocent iguana? Again, we can't hear these animals speak, so we don't know what has transpired to necessitate the rage. The high-speed police chase was targeted at a lonely iguana who manages to escape in a swift twist. The camera angle and kung fu kicks make it seem like the iguana is even kicking his predators on the head as he scampers for safety. He knows he's no match for them, therefore he runs for his life while doing what he can. Gazelle vs. Cheetah. After years of being bullied in the wild by cheetahs, the gazelle is out to defend its name. They were tired of being a side dish this time and wanted to hunt their predator in defense. Did they pull through? The gazelle manages to escape death from multiple cheetahs that came around to defend their own. As he battles for his life, he remains on his feet, knowing that falling would be his end. Regardless of how the cheetahs tried to get a stronger hold, it became too late, and the gazelle was already triumphant. In the final blow, the gazelle dealt a blow to one of the pack members before leaving. Now the debate on who would win a fistfight is finally over. We know who our winner is. Cat vs. alligator. What on earth would lead a weak feline creature like the cat to challenge an alligator? That's some guts you have there. Muggsy the cat isn't scared to protect a young boy from an alligator who just left the swamp after he thought he'd seen a decent meal. Visitors are awed at the audacity and said they hadn't seen something like this before. After the cat stood face to face with the alligator, the bigger animal seemed scared and walked back into the swamp. Before now, cats were regarded as their meals, but not anymore. One family member successfully challenged the status quo, and we know who deserves some respect now. This cat didn't come to play, and it proved it in this video. Octopus versus shark. How does an octopus survive in a shark tank? We all know that sharks are opportunistic feeders known to deviate from their diet occasionally and feed on the octopus. But the latter has an advantage whenever it's around another animal. It can use its disgusting power to stay safe, and if it doesn't work, it can put up some resistance. Let's see how the octopus fares in this tank. When the shark sights it from afar, it is impatient and excited to swallow its next meal. But things take a slight twist as he approaches. Well, you can see things for yourself. The octopus was doing justice to this animal and is sniffing life out of the shark. Guess what eventually happened? It swallowed its prey whole. I'm as awed as you too. Hippo versus crocodile. So this hippo was gliding through the water when it saw a battle from a distance. It was the crocodile feasting on an innocent prey. It wasn't gonna let things slide. It made a fast move to rescue the weak animal and deal with the predator. How did it pan out? The helpless animal was rescued and thrown to the land safely and was grateful for the show of kindness. It looks like other animals have held grudges for the crocodiles way too long, and they wouldn't tolerate affront on the innocent members of the animal kingdom. So that you know, an average hippo weighs between 3,300 to 4,000 pounds, and one wonders how much the heart weighs. Dog versus fox. Foxy and Roxy, a domesticated cat and dog, are at it again. This time they're out to show the fox that it has nothing on them. There have been tons of stories where fox killed cats effortlessly, but this time it didn't go on so smoothly. In this clip, the fox was staring at the cat and waiting for the best time to attack, but Roxy barked profusely to scare it away. Although Roxy isn't friends with Foxy, he tried to free himself from the cage to rescue her. We see how the fox was fidgeting and is scared it'll become the victim if he doesn't run for his dear life. This time, there was no need for a bloodbath to reveal the winner of this fight. Chimps versus raccoon. A group of chimpanzees is now going viral after what they did to an innocent raccoon. We don't know how this unfortunate animal made its way to their den, but it happened. The chimpanzees didn't know what to do with their unwanted visitor, but killing her was out of the equation. They tormented it before allowing it to escape. The punishment included tossing it around the cage and poking it on the belly. One wonders how this tiny creature escaped from their grip. Although we don't see the details of how it fled, witnesses say it managed to run away from the pack of chimpanzees alive. Tiger versus crocodile. This event happened in a park, and somehow an onlooker was there to film one of the most spectacular wildlife fights to be recorded in history. Mackley had a muscular frame and had used it to devour creatures in the wild. Most tigers live for only about 12 to 14 years, but this animal was lucky to get the best care from forest workers. She is said to have drowned at least 3 crocs who tried to attack her offspring. She is seen fighting with an enormous crocodile, but we don't know what triggered her actions. It's the first time a tiger is filmed executing a croc to the point of casualty.
Now it's time for today's best pick.
A lion cannot take down a full buffalo without the help of other lions and vice versa. In this clip, we see how both animals battle heads-on. Lions versus Cape buffalo. This video shows an unlucky buffalo surrounded by a pack of lions. It seemed like the end for the animal because how is it supposed to survive this mob attack? I suspect the buffalo may have provoked the pack by her actions, and they trailed her to the location. Luckily, the buffaloes got the voice and raised the alarm. As expected, a whole herd of buffalo arrives to rescue their friend. It was a battle of wit and strength, and it was hard to predict who would come out victorious. Unluckily, they left their friend behind as meat for the other lions while they fought. What were they even fighting for if they eventually abandoned the victim?
Before we move on, I have a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal, just leave a like on the video, smash the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 25 years of good luck. Try it, it really works.
Zebra versus warthog. This footage was captured at a game reserve in South Africa. We see a pack of zebras grazing in one corner and some warthogs on the other end. Everything seemed to be going on smoothly until a warthog got too close to the zebra. The zebra reacts by kicking and threatening it. As if that wasn't enough, it smashes it on the face repeatedly as if to suffocate it. Eventually, the small animal gets up and charges up the environment a bit before jetting out with her friends. There you have it. Have you ever watched 2 animals fight? Which of them came out victorious? Please tell us in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for updates on our latest videos. Until another scintillating episode, adios!